Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now here's Porzingis. Finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 5-point game. We play just over a minute here in the first. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, when Porzingis has an active and confident stroke, he can be dangerous from three.
Pass to Podziemski. Holiday with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Screened by Porzingis. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Mr. Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Golden State ball.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Holiday. Podziemski grabs the board.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
From past the arc, the shot's good on the assist by Butler. Podziemski's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. White with it. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said, Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thanks, David. Free throw, good, Butler. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
Screen by Porzingis. They get it back. And another shot. The shot, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
That's to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Traps in the tray.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Different look here for the Warriors.
Substitution on the court.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Butler. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Here's Hauser following the basket by Buddy Hield. Over Payton. Nails the baby hook.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Butler with the steal. And they're pushing it up. There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Brown's shot is good.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
On the the end of one, both teams putting up some points. The Warriors on top, leading by just one. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Now here's Curry. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. There's Kuminga. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. Knocked loose. Outside Curry. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Wow, Curry, automatic from deep.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from three.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Change here. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now here is Holiday. To Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Over Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Three-pointer, Hield. Celtics trail by 6. Curry brings the double. Porzingis high post. Out to White. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State. Outside Curry. From downtown, Porzingis with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Taken away by Holiday. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Drills the three-pointer. White's got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for 3.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here is Holiday. Left side, Brown.
2 minutes.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles. That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
And stolen by White. Three-pointer, and Drew Holiday with the 3. And now a 3-point Boston lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Celtics?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Brown. Outside, Porzingis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Moody. Back to Butler. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Holiday. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the Warriors with possession here. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Moody. Butler on the way. Clock at 4. Here's Podziemski. No good on the 3. It's White on the wing. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Brown. Inside. The flush by Tatum.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. It's deflected. Now here's Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. Curry with it. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Golden State.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Pass to Podziemski. And he gets the bucket. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Here's Curry. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. And Moody pulls it down. Outside Butler. To the paint. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. The kick out to Holiday. Outside White. Pass to Brown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry outside. That shot, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And here are the Warriors now, trailing by 2. Here's Curry with the 3, and that one is off.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Podziemski. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Podziemski's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Curry looking around. Pass to Podziemski. For the lead. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Brown outside. Tatum a screen. Takes the 3. And it's Brown missing. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Butler. Outside for Curry. Outside Green. And here is Payton. From deep. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Now Porzingis. He's got 10. Pass to Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Warriors lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 3. And here is Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Hauser's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Hauser. Craig sets a screen. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And Tatum takes the hit and still converts. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
With the step back, it's Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's the three. Tatum, no good. To the middle. Looney with the buckets. And the Warriors lead by 2.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's to Hauser. There's Tatum. Now here's Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Great concentration by Horford to get big and muscle that one in with the contact.
That's his first personal foul. Second.
And that one falls for Horford. Payton inside. And the dunk by Payton. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Jason Tatum.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Curry with the three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Banked in off the glass.
You can see Porzingis, a great job as a big to run the floor and help get that three.
Butler up top. And it's Podziemski in the corner. White with the defensive effort. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Assisted.
What worked from Steph Curry gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
Now here's Butler. Headed by Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 16 points for Porzingis.
And the coaching staff better alert their defense to Porzingis and how comfortable he is right now on offense.
Curry with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Now here's Porzingis. They get it again. Out to White. Nailed from three-point land. And the Celtics lead by 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
It was Hield.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Pass to White. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Pulls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And Porzingis at 7-3 doesn't just go through, he goes over contact.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Golden State ball. Shooting for Golden State. Stephen Curry.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
Number 2, Brandon Podziemski.
50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. This one for 3. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
Here's Tatum. Good!
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Pass to Podziemski. Count! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that. They're a huge possession, and he nets it.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
15 foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. To the middle. Here's Moody. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Green. First personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Line for 2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Timeout called the Warriors. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
At the line, Jason Tatum.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Podziemski. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. No luck that time either. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
Fire drill, this the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Bar birdie, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serving. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Down, keep going, on some was poppin' curtains. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Max me. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the foreign with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum. No way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin the Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do shit. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God, I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
Can you plug me in?
Tell me what I gotta do to make you feel okay. Tell me what I gotta do to make you wanna stay. Tell me what I gotta do so you don't feel away. I only came it up, I don't wanna lay. Please tell me that fee cause I don't wanna pay. For sure, I can tell in the way that you were watching me that you probably got something to say. Okay, by the way, I gotta going away. It's 20 degrees in New York, I'm headed to LA. For sure.
I'm 20 feet, I'm just trying to be great. For sure. This shit my Bible and I ain't no could touch you late. Oh my God. Must be fake. She's trying to see who first, I ain't know this was a race. I ain't know you was the Jakes. Okay, just to keep it face to face. Okay, I hear when you get it talking about all the money that I made. Okay, you act like gonna be different if I go up and make a move. Okay, and I spent enough time in the dark, I ain't get that feeling I'ma lose. Okay, but you be moving loose. I don't know why you pull up with your friends, I don't know what's on the choose. She come on ask me why I keep calling her sister because you make me snooze. I want it just like it was dinner, I promise I don't need a spoon. For sure, I'm off the so you know what I wanna do. For sure, I'm off the so tell me where you coming through. For sure.
With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. So Dallas will get the first possession, and yep, it's good. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Davis. Outside Irving. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Kept alive. Here's Gafford. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Antetokounmpo inside. Misses from close range. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Davis.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
On the wing, Irving. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And making the most of that inside opening. It's almost too easy for Kyrie.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. The 3 from Thompson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Play not forcing anything, just waiting for his time and collecting points in the flow of the offense.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Lillard. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Damian Lillard hits from deep. Lillard's got 5.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Irving with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block. Lillard outside. Pass to Kuzma. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And here's Milwaukee now, after the basket by Dallas. Lopez, the screen. The 3, here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Kuzma with the ball. Off the mark there with a 3. On the wing, Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. He's got 6.
Just get the feeling that whenever Clay rises up, he's going to make it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Nails the baby hook.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavs. Here's Davis. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
In a league of guys who are extremely long, AD still stands out.
Lillard outside. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Lillard's got 8.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Well, I'ma know just what to do, fam. They tryna take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. They wanna take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they wanna take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel mixing nut with it. She got thick but she wanna get thin again. Drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim cause she wanna be Kim and them. Alright, I know they are bad, stop acting innocent. We ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that...
It's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Home court advantage goes to the Mavericks, playing here in the American Airlines Center. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Lillard looking around. Into the lane. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Here's Lillard. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Thompson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Now, here's Lillard. Over Irving. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Prince in the post. Out to Kuzma. Lopez outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Gafford. The shot's good from Lopez. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Irving double team. Pass to Washington. In the corner, it's Gafford. Outside Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Never lacking confidence. Zero hesitation from Kyrie there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Right side out of Kumbo. Kuzma with it. Pass to Lillard. And the layup falls. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
The shot's good from Gafford.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by Washington. Dallas leading by 6. On the wing, Thompson. Off target from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And the shot goes in.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Now, here's Porter. Portis the screen. From downtown, Porter, no luck. Mavericks leading by 9. Irving double team. Inside. Marshall can't hit. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Trent on the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Trent can't hit. The three from Davis. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half. half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And good that time.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And both free throws good for Lively. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Driving the lane, he gets that one.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Bucks trailed by 7. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There it goes, Antetokounmpo.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Irving double team. Chris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Giannis outside. Using his size, Giannis.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Lively. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis left side. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's Marshall. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
That's his first personal.
That's good for Marshall. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Number 25, P.J. Washington.
And so here is Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
And that one's good by Giannis.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Pass to Davis. Here's Irving. Over Lillard. Again, the Mavericks score.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Bucks trailed by 9. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Pass to Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Here's Irving. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Lillard outside. Shoots the 3. A rebound by Washington.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving for 3. Dallas moving it around. Thompson for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Thompson outside. And they double up Davis. Nobody near Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Charity stripe shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Washington. Off target with his 3. Giannis inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Mavericks ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 20-7 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bucks trailed by 16. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Washington with it, picked up by Kuzma. Thompson for the triple. Giannis grabs the miss. Here's Milwaukee now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Prince. And the dunk by Prince.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Outside Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Damian Lillard.
Team foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special. Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
To the paint. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Davis. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5.
Quick and smart, Prince finds all kinds of ways to disrupt shooters.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside, Giannis.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Irving. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
No fault with the defense there. Sometimes Irving is just too much and too good, even for men close.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Down by 12. Stolen by Washington. Thompson in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Thompson's got 13.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call. I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Now here's Giannis. 16 points for him. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Kicks it out to Prince. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Lillard.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Now, Antetokounmpo after the missed three from Klay Thompson. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Dallas moving it around. On the wing, Davis got a piece of it. Stolen by Prince. It's Prince on the wing for Davis. Prince can't hit. Mavericks leading by 8. Thompson is double. Lets it go from deep. Thompson from way outside.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Here's Giannis. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Thompson inside. He's got 16. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's 18 points for Klay Thompson. Here's Giannis. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Mavericks leading by 11. Left side Irving. Davis surveying the floor. It doesn't go for him. Portis with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Sims. And he dunks it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Down low. Here's Lively. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Mavericks lead by 11. So it's the Bucks now. And the call will be against Derek Lively. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Lillard. No good. This number 7, he's made 8 from the field. Now here is Irving. 20 points for him. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Prince driving in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Dinwiddie following the basket by Giannis. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks trail by 15. Count it. Giannis has got 12 points here in the second half.
They really scored most of their points, but he can't score a ball, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Marshall with the steal. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Back to Irving. The rebound by the Bucks. Porter looking it over. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Bucks trailed by 11. The drive by Giannis. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass to Christie. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Making substitutions here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. See if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City. Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Here's Lillard. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Prince wide open. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
Thompson misses. Bucks trailed by 12. Giannis outside. Good muscle from Giannis on the finish.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And so Irving nails both of them. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Got that one up quick. Dinwiddie's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie. A capable threat from distance now.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Giannis outside. Kicks it out to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Prince has got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Bucks. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
On the wing, Davis. And the rejection by Giannis. At the elbow, it's Lillard. Kick out to Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Left side, out of the Kumbo. .119 left to play in the final quarter. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Thompson surveying the floor. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their 2nd NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
Now here's Prince. And the dunk by Lopez.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Dallas.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 13-point game. Chalk up 2 there. Thompson for the triple. Traps in the tray. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg,
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Let me see. 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 Let me see.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. In front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold. You gotta keep the devil in his hole. But you know how it goes. I'm front line every time it's sold. Flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, on the boat. Then dock that Tulum, just love. Listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising, my cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, I blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. It's like that weirdo rap you used to. I'm an urban legend. South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L but got an E for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and close, snatch from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever, playing chess, not checkers. Boy, you clever. See, bro, you ain't living by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And it's the Suns to start out. Here's Durant. Good D by Mobley.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And so it's Phoenix with it. After the basket by Cleveland. Gets the three to fall.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
Now here's Strus. Up and overdone. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Very big part of this game, burning the D from mid-range.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
And he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance, tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Count it. Good.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Mobley. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
The kick to Durant. They set a pick. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best. A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's Beal on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. It's a one-on-one situation. Garland, no good.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
To the inside. Booker surveying the D. It's stolen by Garland. Drives to the hoop. Oh, denied by Durant.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end. And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Garland. Booker with the defensive effort. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. It's stolen by Garland. Strus with it. Pass to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Garland. Durant pulls it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, that's great up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Let's see what you got. You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
The Cavs trailing. From deep, Mitchell. Richards pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. To get back on track. He drops it from range. Garland's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
40 seconds left in the first quarter here. For three, Booker. He can't get that one to fall. Cavaliers trip by 3. To the middle. Out to Garland. Hunter on the wing. And it's Garland on the drive. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Using that quick first step on his way to the rim. Garland is just too tough off the bounce.
Back to Booker. He shoots it. That one off the back iron and out.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Suns on top, up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. To look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Suns leading. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job. Boy, Beal looked like he was shot out of a cannon there.
Here's Hunter. Second chance effort. And no good. Excellent D there from O'Neal. To the paint. Stolen by Mobley. Pass to Jerome. And here's the fast break. And that one drops.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Here's Jones. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Suns lead by 3. Here's Hunter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The Suns making a switch here, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. And it's tied up with that one. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
The 3 from Okoro. Drains the triple. Okoro's got his first 3 points of the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Dunn. He's scoreless. 6 to shoot. Back to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
To the left wing. Pass to Okoro. Right side Strus. There's the 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open. Out
to Beal. Now here's Plumlee. And stolen by Mobley. Fast break, Cleveland. Finished off by Hunter.
And defensively with Mobley, it's not just the length, it's the anticipation, it's the high basketball IQ. This man will beat you mentally and physically.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Booker. 12 points for him. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Shot from the mid-range. Hunter can't get it to go. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Now Booker. Pass to Plumlee. That misses. Got a chance to tie it. Mobley down low. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Inside. Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Garland. And there's the drive. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Storming in on that drive. Garland just burst right through the coverage.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Change it up.
Once again, fans, that was your Cavaliers Scream Team. Let's give it a big hand.
Here's Garland. He's got 9. Here's Mitchell. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Kevin Durant.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Here's Plumlee. Three-pointer. Durant's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 3. Dunn with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Left side Durant. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. From deep, Mitchell. 3-ball, Donovan Mitchell.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Pass to Mitchell. Mitchell to the rack. And Mitchell with the slam.
I'm just going to be real with you. With a full head of steam, the defense, they might not even bother when Mitchell's going that quickly.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Durant surveying the D. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
On the wing, Durant. With 4 on the clock. Durant, so effective inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. And so it's Cleveland leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Suns trail by 9. Now here's Dunn. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam to the paint. Here's Strus. Deflected. Pass to Durant. Katie jams it straight down.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Strus with it. Defended by Dunn. Rebounded by Dunn. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Durant's got 14.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
For the lead. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Mitchell, good.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Here's Garland, coming off a Suns make, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Booker drives in. The layup misses. Outside Strus. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And here are the Suns. They're on a 12-3 run. Outside Durant. The deep three. Strus grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Booker with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Richards. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 2.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Allen with it. Outside Mitchell. Back to Allen. Soft touch off the glass.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Mobley. Richards pulls it in. Outside Durant. Right wing. And here's Dunn. 5 to shoot. Back to Durant. Unloads from 13. The shot by Dunn, no good. And Cleveland has possession. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Right now. This is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers lead by 3. Pass to Allen. Here's Garland. Floats one up, and he lays it in. Garland's got 11.
Fantastic execution with the floater. Garland is just a fearless scorer.
Here's Booker. Oh, the slam! Get up, Devin!
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now here's Booker. Give him 20. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game. The Suns making a switch here, and so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Cavaliers leading. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fires for 3. Oh! Booker with the triple!
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Pass to Jerome. And he comes up with a bucket. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
For 3, Booker. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Back to the game after this break. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Suns trailing. Jones drives in. Here's Plumlee, plenty of space. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Here's Hunter. Plumlee pulls down the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside O'Neal. Into the lane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Jones in the post. And the layup is good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Hunter, good.
Just such nice vision from Garland there. Part of his role is finding new ways to involve his teammates.
Jones feels it out. Pass to O'Neal. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one's on Darius Garland.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Back to Garland. Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you can't give Garland any room from that coffin corner.
Outside Booker. Screen by O'Neal. On the wing, Jones. Puts up a 3. Jerome grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Garland's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shaping up to be a nice night from Garland. And his offensive energy right now, the team should be pretty excited.
Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Now here's Hunter. Pass to Allen. To the inside. 5 on the clock. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Dunn. Yep, that one goes. And the Suns lead by 2. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks. And the bucket is good. Garland's got 20.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
In transition, here come the Suns. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
There is no shot too big for Booker. He lives for these moments.
Pass to Garland.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him. The Suns lead by 4. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
Yep, that one's good. 22 points for him.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's going to feel good. Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half.
Unbelievable shooting down the stretch has them sitting pretty.
Strus's shot is off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Back to Durant. Outside for Booker. And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Suns.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Booker.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
So it's Phoenix now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Allen. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Durant. Driving to the basket. And he can't jam it through. So Phoenix wins it. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson.
Back to the ceiling, I had to step my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission. You never mix feelings with the business.
I'm in business mode. Business mode. Never no stagnant. It's all about the give and go.